First of all, on behalf of Tim and Lisa Frericks, Laura, and I, we are very grateful for our families and our children. They mean so much to us. Of course, tonight the newlyweds, a wonderful couple, so we thank God for them and for our families. Second, I want to thank all of you because you have meant so much to the junior Mr. and Mrs. Frericks. You have surrounded them with your affection and love for so many years, and it's meant a lot to them and to their families. So we're grateful that you could come here tonight, and we appreciate the gift of your time and your travel here. That's about it, unless I go to form and then try and tell stories about it. I'm kind of a runner. It's going to be tough for me to talk about my daughter Holly. So, Father of the Bride 2.0, I'm going to ask for your help. Let's make this interactive. If you see me get weepy, I want you to make really funny faces and lift me out of there. I'll start with Tyler. I'll tell you about the time I met Tyler. My wife Laura and I were taking Holly to her school in Ohio. Good luck. Anyone from Ohio? Oh, age. Love that. We were taking her to her school in Ohio with a carload of heavy boxes and books and furniture and whatnot. And as we got close to our destination, Holly said, I want you to meet a new friend. And Holly has had the great good fortune of meeting wonderful people, all of you folks here tonight, especially the young folk. She's made wonderful friends. So I was expecting another lovely young lady. And we got to the school, and we're moving things out of the car and up and down the stairs, a couple flights of stairs. And it's heavy and hot and sweaty and miserable. And I noticed there was a big guy leaning against the exterior wall of the building, looking all the world like Bud, Paul Newman, the character Bud. Kind of big and rough. It made me a little bit mean. And I didn't think anything of it. It was this guy. And when we finished moving Holly in, all that sweaty labor, she stopped us and said, this is my friend Tyler. And I thought, son of a bitch, why did he help us? Why did he help us move those boxes? And he didn't. All right, whatever. Well, later that night, we went out to dinner in Heath to the Texas Roadhouse. And Tyler came with us. And I could see at that point there was something special going on. I could also see Holly's teeth marks in his clavicle. I may be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. I knew something was there. I thought, oh my, this is how I lose her. Now, I grew up in a family of brothers, and even my mother, who was sitting over there in the corner, raise your hand, it's loose time. Even my mother is basically a man. She's tough. So I didn't know feminine touches. I never talked to a girl until I met my wife and married her. And then we have this beautiful baby girl. And I'm thrown into the world of femininity and growth and whatnot. It's just wonderful. I thought, God, this is how I lose her. I'm going to lose her to this big guy who didn't even help me move a box. But I knew something was very special. Their relationship developed over the years, made all the right stops along the way until we get to this day in this place. And I am very, very thankful for that. About a little over a year ago, Holly and Tyler were here in Evanston on a visit, and I was going to go run an errand on Saturday morning. So I'm going to get a car, run an errand. And Tyler said, I'll come with you. I said, okay. And we got to our destination, and I parked the car, and I reached to open the door, and before I could get the door open, Tyler said, I love your daughter very much, and I'd like to marry her. This is it. And I immediately felt a huge tear well up in my left eye and rolled down my left cheek, which, thank God, was the side he couldn't see. So I sat like this, and I said, well, let me back up. First of all, I felt great. I felt like an old-time patriarch. I was like, yes, here's a boy who's asking for my daughter's hand in marriage, and I can barter her away like a goddamn goat. Yes, this is so good. I love this boy. I love this boy because he respects tradition. And, okay, so we're back in the car. And I'm there, and I'm pulling the door handle, and I said, well, you know, this is the United States of America. It is the 21st century. I said, well, have you spoken to Holly about this? And he said, oh yeah, Holly's already agreed. Oh, okay. Have you mentioned anything to your mom and dad? And he said, oh yeah, they're on board. And so is Luke. and Caleb, you know, they're on board too. Everyone loves Holly. Said, have you spoken with Mrs. Leonard? Oh, of course. It's him, and Meredith, and Jack, even baby Jack. And then, to stick the knife and twist it, he said, basically, you're the last one to know. I said, well, shit, how about your mailman? Does your mailman give his consent? Do you have a milkman? Does the milkman know? Well, I quickly righted myself emotionally and realized, you know, this is the modern world. You know, this is the 5th of July, right? And we just came off the 4th of July in God's greatest republic. And we don't barter our daughters away like goats. So it was a lesson for me and a lesson for all of us, a wonderful time. Tyler, Laura and I and the kids love you, and it's a real privilege to have you as part of our family. And we hope that the Frericks family will take as much joy into life with their new daughter and sister as we do with you. I will stop soon. And I will say something about Holly. Here's where I have to get faces. So, thinking about my daughter going off to a major new stage in her life, I thought, well, I have to say something. What can I do that will distill all the experience and wisdom and love that we would like to convey to our beautiful daughter? And then I became a dish rag, just trying to think about that. And I finally came up with something. And I said, Holly, we love you. We'll never be far away. Whatever you do, don't play with a boy with a runny nose. Because that was 1991, Holly was 3, and she was just about to start half-day nursery school. But the lesson still holds true today. Holly, we love you. We'll never be far away. God bless you all. Let's give our father goodbye, everyone.